Welcome to Spirituality in Sin City. Just a little better over here. I'm going to work a little more on my junk journal, a collage journal, and I'm going to be talking about the Jack of Hearts today, card of the day. I'm Rachel Hoyt, and I analyze poker hands from a tarot perspective for research purposes, and I'm here every morning to answer questions about them for you, because I believe that everyone should learn how to read playing cards for themselves if that is something that they are feeling called to do. Excuse the background noise. Once again, if you haven't been on my channel before, that is my cat, Harry, doing her morning spinnies. We have a giant hamster wheel thing, and she literally hopped on it while I was trying to move it this morning and would not move. It will not let me take it. So we're just gonna let her do her thing because yeah, she actually has anxiety issues, and she is very charming and seductive, and we have to listen to what she wants to a certain degree. So I am going to do some pulling of images and words here with the tape. I've done this a few times. And we're going to combine them onto a page that I already started with the Jack of Hearts. I put the Jack in a kind of precarious position, so I am letting it dry a bit, hoping that it gets stuck to the page, but this process ought to help it stay stuck down too, because we're using tape. So anyhow, back to the meaning of the card, the message that you are meant to hear when you stumble upon this. That is something I believe in tarot. Although I think you should read the cards for yourself. Oh, darn it. Didn't really work. Sometimes it pulls part of the image. We're going to do it again. And get it on that layer where it's going to have a harsher background. Hopefully that'll help. I can get harder on it. Excuse the shaking on the camera. It's a hazard that we are just going to have to deal with sometimes. So, the Jack of Hearts is all about charm and seduction. And if you have stumbled across this card or feel it's just kind of taunting you, or whatever reason you are investigating Jack of Hearts, I think you need to either, shoosh, I guess we're not meant to take this image, we're going to move along, because I have not had trouble with many images in this manner. So that's a sign. That is another way that I see signs coming through in real life. I guess I did too much art this morning and not enough drinking coffee because I'm still having trouble talking. That one doesn't look very charming to me. I don't know about you, but I think we're going to move on to the next option here and assume that that one is just not the right pages for right now. So anyhow, as I was saying, charm. There's many ways to charm someone. I am trying to charm you by being here every morning, by showing you a peek into my, shall I say, least sophisticated art form that I like to do, but most therapeutic in a way. I really love just messing around in the junk journals. I highly recommend it. So, making some very fun things, in my opinion. Do you hear that? She's very very antsy this morning, my girl. Harry, did you want to say hi again? I'm not sure if everybody heard you yet. So, when you face your day, think about the fact that in general, people are trying to charm you and you are trying to charm them. It is a simple, straightforward fact of life. So the question really is, in my opinion, what do you want to be known for charming people with? What type of charm do you want to exude? Ooh, I'm spilling coffee all over my table. Okay, I've put something on it to fix it a little, and I'm gonna move this way too full cup somewhere else. Just wanted to show you that little warning. Be careful, you may end up in my book, because, side note, I am creating what I believe will be a very charming and seductive collection of short stories, and they will all feature one playing card at least, and some signs and symbols of other kinds. See, told you it's not that hard. Smooth sailing ahead. So let's stick this one down. So I looked up some quotes from some thought leaders and people. This is what we got going on for the Jack of Hearts. I may have created a big problem here in the middle of the journal. We'll see. Oops. But hopefully it will now be smooth sailing as we get this stuck in there further. Let's see. We're gonna need to try and get those edges as well for it to work. So this is the one that we worked on yesterday. It is also super thick, but that is why I took about half or 2/3 of the pages out of the book before I started working on it. I knew I would get some really thick ones in there. Ooh, look at this little collection of fun. All right. Anyhow, back to people who are not me, who speak very eloquent, or, waited till a better hour of the day to speak. I write eloquently. So when I take more time, you get to hear the less blabbing Rachel. And on moments like now, you get blabby Rachel, because, I'm just here having fun, starting my day with you who choose to join me, or those who want to hear afterwards. And thank you. If you are here, please do press the like and subscribe and help me get this info out there for the good of my channel's survival. Ta-da! Because, right now, oh, really? It's mocking me. Okay, we're gonna try again. I'm not getting YouTube to show these to anyone really lately, and it's frustrating, but I am very much enjoying making progress in my junk journal and just thinking about one card a day and going a little bit further into their meanings than I have on other videos. So I found a really cool quote by Voltaire, which I think really, really well represents both sides of the meaning of this card. When I created this deck, the Awesome deck, I chose the proverb, if you can't be good at it. And, well, this one has a little bit of similar theme in a more eloquent way. It says, charm is the quality in others that makes us more satisfied with ourselves. Oh, man. Well, again, I guess that one's not meant to be either. Hopefully my charm this morning is the fact that I keep trying. Oh, I really want that too. Guess it's meant to go in another one where I'm going to glue. And, this must be some of my older magazines, I guess, are the harder ones to pull from, even though I have already pulled things from them. Just today, they don't want to. So, let's see what we can find. I find him very charming, but I'm staying away from people. Right now, I was going for words and symbols, decor, art, perhaps. Ooh, there we go. Let's try that. So, what is it in others that makes you more satisfied with yourself? That is how someone is going to charm you. I think the number one example, if I could simplify it for everyone, is we keep getting charmed by whoever makes us believe that we can get more and we do deserve more, because who doesn't want more? There's all these life coaches and business coaches and everybody wants to be the influencer, things like that, all telling us that we deserve to have more. And while this is not necessarily untrue, we do deserve to have more, and the methods that these people teach have worked for some people, and that's why they have evidence that they can lay out, which will charm us into believing that it can work for us also. But the responsibility is on you to know for real how those details are going to work out in the end, because we're all different. So you really have to analyze things long and hard for yourself and know if you're being charmed in a good way or in a seductive, gonna take you down kind of way, because you're the one who's gonna have to do it in the end, whatever it is. I am a artist and small business owner, and I have taken some courses, paid courses, to get some bits of knowledge. But bottom line, I always have calculated the cost of doing such things and how long it will take me to make up for it. I guess we're going to get these words too. And factored that into my decision about whether or not I was going to do the course or, believe that such thing would help me. Okay, got time to take that off, I guess. I'm trying to just keep track of what page we are on, really. But I still need to do that. I need to keep this from I need to keep it stuck to the page. Okay. Anyhow, back to charm. And again, thank you if you're here. I hope you are very charmed by my mumbling. You probably just love my voice. Maybe you want to watch all of these at night to fall asleep to. That works for me. Some people have requested such a video for my channel, and I am working on 2 of them. So, better ones that make more sense and are not just rambling. So, that will hopefully be coming very soon. Working on one that's pretty easy for me to put together. I'm going to do every card in the Awesome deck and just read the keywords. This is the Awesome deck, the keywords and the phrases, so that you can hear them over and over and associate them with the meaning of the card and extract more from that as you will. It'll be, for Jack of Hearts, I would simply say, Jack of Hearts, charm, seduction. If you can't be good at it. Jack of Hearts. That is, that is the summary. But charm is my number one keyword for that one. Excuse me. Don't have time to fully explain my poker tarot study to you. I do have other videos, many other videos on that. But I mention it because when I'm saying my main keyword is, that's what I'm talking about. I picked one keyword for each, for each card because, and I should say first, despite the fact that obviously all cards have many ways to be interpreted. If you have watched other tarot readers with any kind of card, they have lots to say about what every single card means. And that's true of all the cards, in my opinion. And it's not like I have narrowed it down to a single word, but there's many ways to interpret that word. But in all of those cases, it seems to be the predominant, sorry for that side noise. It seems to be the predominant way to describe the energy. To me, that's what tarot is. It is the energy of the moment. It's not so much a prediction as it is a reflection, so shall we say. And so obviously there's more than one person involved in every moment, so there's going to be more than one viewpoint happening to any moment that is described, and thus 2 ways or more to describe every card. I like that. Oh, it's still sticky over here. Yay. All right. And on that note, let's get you another quote from history. I got a really long list this morning, and yeah, I'm going back over it to find you the best ones, because some of them were me, and many of them are ooh. So anyhow, Zig Ziglar said, "You can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want." You can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. Now, since I dissed the whole coaching thing in a way in my last ramble, I wanted to say that this would be pro-coach. I mean, you're becoming interested in other people, and it helps you get what you want. Also, you get to be the leader, and in doing that, help other people and help yourself. However, I just want to remind you that it doesn't always have to be for money. Once upon a time, even if we did something for a living, like, we would still answer occasional questions for our friends without expecting them to, what the answer wasn't, I sell a course on that, and getting angry with a friend for asking one question rather than buying a full course. And we've become so concerned with valuing ourselves properly that many people aren't willing to do that anymore. They don't want to give away anything for free. And unless it's, through the link that they share online to get you on their email list, of course. There's lots of freebies involved in that. But just answering a friend's question, if it's asked at, an outing, happy hour, brunch, or whatever, well, that's just crazy that they would think that they could get an answer for that. But, that is the purest form of helping others get what they want. And it could be a very good way to advertise your service by giving one genuine answer amongst very close friends. I'm not talking about to everybody. I'm not talking about some random person you've never met who walks up to you and wants a free answer. I'm talking about someone you've been friends with for a long time and who has a related question, that kind of thing. We can protect our, I want the tiger. I wonder if he showed up at all. Can we see him? If we put it down? No. But I'm going to put it down for some tiger energy. And to get this darn jack to stick. Oh, just gotta go with it, even though I'm not loving it. Nothing. Oh. Because sometimes you just gotta try something. And half the point of doing this page and allowing it to be thick was the fact that I kind of tore it up extra when I was pulling out pages there. And so we need to reinforce. It's a good place to put the thicker page. So we're going for texture and images of charm. But I think I have charmed my way through long enough rambling, and we'll add more to this next time. And just to leave you with a little bit more thought on charm here. And where did it go? Where did it go? And then we will draw another card. Well, Dale Carnegie said you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. It reminds me of the, follow me and I'll follow you posts that I see still everywhere. It's what some of these Facebook groups are about. I saw it on Reddit. I'm so-and-so. This is my handle on Instagram. I'm looking for like-minded people that, want to engage, etc. I don't need to explain the full gist, but why I find it so not genuine to do that, because you can just go onto Instagram, look for people who are doing the thing you say you want to genuinely interact about, and interact. Leave them a comment. Just leaving comments that are genuine is a great way to charm people, because you're not trying to charm. That's what I'm talking about by two sides. You're being yourself, and you are genuinely interacting with like-minded people. One of the ways to get what you want is to find your tribe, the people who are like you, and support. And yes, that's what they're trying to do. But by going on, if you want more people on Instagram, interact with the people on Instagram. Don't go onto Facebook or onto Reddit and say, I want to interact with more people. Just go find the people. And it may or may not turn into what you want it to right away. But by not trying to charm, by not just saying that you want to interact, by actually interacting, you're giving a much better reason for someone to respond to your charm. Make sense? So, let's, oh, there's the one I wanted. Okay, last quote on charm. What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Actions speak louder than words. And people can be very, very, very charming with their words. And in those cases, you need to be looking at their actions very carefully. The coach who says, I've helped tons and tons and tons of people. Have you met those people? Did you see the coach build a business before they became a coach? Do you know that they had the skills in that business, that they were truly successful in that business? And, some people do genuinely move on to wanting to help other people build a business like theirs. But if the business that they're trying to help you build was so great and so easy to build and made so much money, why would they leave it? Why would they teach other people how to be their competitor? Did they move on from it? Why did they move on from it? Because it wasn't as easy as they said? So, gotta look at people's actions when they're trying to charm you and make sure that you're getting an accurate picture of what it is. People can charm for good with authenticity, or for questionable reasons, shall we say, with other things. So, on that note, we're going to sail along, finish this page in the journal another time, and get another card. Awesome deck. What do we need to hear this morning? What is the rest of our message for the day? Charm with assertion is, well, you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. So kind of doubles down on everything that I've been saying all morning. But we will talk more tomorrow about the Queen of Clubs. Thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to press the like and subscribe. Help me get more attention from the algorithm. I appreciate it. And have an awesome day.